Yo, what is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're doing well. As you know, Tamashii Nations Tokyo has begun. We've gotten tons of reveals so far, and there's still more to come. So without further ado, let's just jump straight into this. So I've got this first page up just to let y'all know Tamashii is not done with reveals. Don't know what extent of the reveals will be tomorrow. They do have everything on their Instagram store if you want to set a reminder for yourself. They're going to be doing a walkthrough of the anime and games section, I believe. For me, that's going to be at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. For you, convert that to whatever time zone you're in, or put a reminder on Instagram when you go through their story. But yeah, so we are missing right now the Hunter x Hunter reveals. We're missing the new Bleach reveal. And obviously there's no Dragon Ball that has been shown yet. That's new stuff. So there's a good amount of stuff there, but there's also good surprises that we'll get into later that they might have to show us tomorrow. So without further ado, let's progress along. First off, they are having this little mini figure expo in the Tamashii Nations Tokyo store, unfortunately not in the New York or Shanghai store. This will be happening next year from January 24th through, I guess, the 23rd of March. And basically they'll have this Super Saiyan 2 event exclusive Goku there to purchase. So if you happen to be in Japan, you can go to that store, go for it. I don't think there's anything different about this Goku. It comes with literally everything that it did before. So nothing too crazy. Moving forward, some of the images I will get into are from Hobby Dengeki, so I'll leave links down below if you want to go check like the other stuff out. For example, Super Sentai, Kamen Rider, or any Godzilla stuff, all that, Chogokin, all that stuff, right? I don't cover that too much, but yeah, I'll leave the links down below. So this amalgamation of Tamashii's page is crazy stuff. Let's just go forward and try to get through the whole thing in a timely manner, and hopefully I don't yap too much. First things first, we got an updated Obi-Wan from Revenge of the Sith. I've been waiting and just praying that this would happen because I didn't want to get the old one. I needed an Obi-Wan to go with my Anakin, and finally it's coming. Very excited about this. He's getting the soft goods robe. Probably a little bit of the updated articulation on the arms, I assume. Face sculpt obviously looks a little bit more refined. But yeah, loving it. I need it now. We do have another Obi-Wan, Ben Kenobi. And this one obviously has the pre-orders ready this week. I think next week, actually, on the 18th. So he's going to be releasing June 2025. Not sure on the price. They never put the price on these posts for whatever reason, but you can go check Tamashii's Western side of their website for the price. I'll put links down if I remember. But definitely he looks pretty good. Love the soft goods robe. Yeah, I don't know if I'll get this one, but I do enjoy seeing them dive into Star Wars more. Definitely want to see a new Count Dooku, and I would love if somehow they could do actual Clone Wars content. That being like the actual animation style of it, not necessarily live action, but they could if they found some way to do that, work with Disney or whatever. We'll see. Anyways, moving forward, we got Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, Spider-Man Noir, and Spider-Ham. For them being in the film for literally only like 5 minutes, maybe even less than that, wild to think that they would get a figure, but they are going all out here, and I actually am all for it because you have the option of getting the Sentinel version, but that one is from the first movie, and evidently the design is a little bit different on this one. I really can see that here in kind of a slimmer style with the legs here. On the Noir, I think it looks a little bit more bulky. But yeah, I mean, it's there. It's probably going to be a little cheaper. I do like that it comes with the soft goods, and yeah, not too much else to say about that. I'm very curious to see if they do anything else from the movie. Maybe Prowler Miles, or what is it? What, I forget. That's I forgot what Miles that's from. The at the end of the movie. You can put in the comments. Roast me, whatever. Yeah, moving forward, we got. I don't know what this is from. Never watched it, but we got a Jackie Chan figure. That's pretty cool. Would love to see them do some more for some other movies he's been in. He's been in quite a lot though, so I mean, there's a lot of choices. But that's cool for him to see him in figure form. We have Harry Potter. Harry Potter is a very surprising one. I thought they were kind of just done with Harry Potter. This figure, I'm not too like invested in it. It looks all right, but I'm not like a big Harry Potter guy. However, Voldemort, dude, like that's sick. All right. I know it's just him, you know, the body underneath could be total trash and articulation could be trash, but I mean, that robe is sick. And I mean, he looks so good. I think there is a photo of him. I'm not sure if it's in here, but he is on display at the actual event. So if you do happen to see other people sharing, definitely check that out. But yeah, very surprising. If they continue, I feel like if they see some success with it, maybe like more popularity with the series, maybe they'll continue doing more Harry Potter stuff. But I don't know. It's a very interesting just drop. So I don't know. We'll see. We have Lord of the Rings. I've never heard of the War of. I'm gonna assume it's Rohirrim. I'm not sure how you pronounce that, but looks more like it's supposed to be like a TV show, like animated TV show. I'm not sure if it's old or new, but cool, I guess. I do like, you know, them touching into other aspects, fantasy, adventure, and stuff like that. So, yeah, I mean, it looks good. Nothing really bad to say about these. Yeah, let's move forward. More Lord of the Rings. We have here Legolas. I don't remember how you say his name. I probably just butchered it really bad. It's been a long time since I watched these movies. Yeah, looks cool. I love the soft goods. Like, these kind of soft goods really do complement the figure. They don't necessarily need to be on every single figure, but for the live action stuff, I do feel like it just works really much more naturally, you know? We have Frodo and Golem. I don't know why I blanked on his name. Yeah, the Lord of the Rings stuff definitely turned out a lot better than I thought it was when we got the initial teaser for it. So very excited to see them touching more into this. I wonder what really prompted them to go into Lord of the Rings. Like, how did that conversation come up in the discussion room when they're deciding which you know, brands to make products of and whatnot? I don't know. Very interesting. I'm not sure how I feel about the statue aspect of Golem. They did that with the Figuarts Shanks and Luffy. I would like to see them just commit to making him a posable figure, but I guess it also saves a little bit of time and probably a pricing, just having him be semi-posable with movable arms and a movable head. Assuming that's like on a ball peg. Yeah, I have to assume, because he can look up from what I saw in these pictures. Or maybe not. Maybe that's just field of view or point of view or something. I don't know. But yeah, there's another one. There's Aragorn. Forgot really his whole role. It has been so long since I watched it. I don't even remember like the entire plot, man. But I like the build. I like the build. It's given me what's his name? Geralt from Witcher. It's giving me Geralt vibes. Like, I would love to see a figure from Tamashii to touch on some of these other type of video game characters as well, or other, you know, movie characters. I really think that they could do a good job. I like how this one looks. I really do. We're gonna move on into the Hobbit and Geki photos here, and this is where we have a whole bunch of other reveals that we're gonna take a look at. So I'm not familiar with this either, but this is a character called. This is for a character called Protagonist. I'm going to assume this is a video game character. I did see in a comment, someone said it's like Persona, but I again, no familiarity with it. So if you have familiarity with it and you love it, let me know in the comments, maybe educate me a little bit on that. But yeah, Protagonist is an interesting name. Love to see how that looks on a box. We've been waiting for this. What is her name? Sam. From Honkai Star Rail, I think that's what it is, for actual colored prototype for a while now, and I have to say, it impresses. It looks pretty dang good. I would consider getting this just because of how good it looks. I mean, you know, if they have other characters that look like that, let me see them. Let me see them. We have more Berserk stuff. The Berserk line is not dead. For anybody who thought the Berserk line was suddenly gonna die, I don't know where you got that idea. One bad figure, you know, is not gonna kill the entire line when the other two came out relatively great. And the last one that just got released, like that, what is she, a witch? The little girl or whatever that came out, I forget the name. She like rides on his back. I don't know. She's a ghost, whatever. I don't know. Seemed like a lot of people enjoyed that release as well. And with these two, I'm seeing comparisons of ones Figma made as well, and they seem to sound like, people are preferring the ones Tamashii got going on here. And that's a good thing. I really do think that the people behind these figures put their all into making sure that they got the design and as well the articulation, to the best of their ability. I for sure, the guts I got from the very first release, I had some problems for sure with his articulation. I mean, his hand not being able to hold the sword, crucial. I get it. But overall, I mean, the figure still looked phenomenal. I mean, it's probably one of the most detailed figures you'll see in a while at that scale. So, I don't know. I feel like the line was doing more or less just fine. The figures, though, just expensive on the wallet, man. Them things, it's like taking out a small loan. But Band of Hawks. I haven't read or watched Berserk, so I'm not too familiar with all the arcs. I just know of some terrible things that happen in this show, and it's very interesting. But we got this girl called Casca. Looks pretty dang good. I'm not sure where the articulation is in the torso section here, though, so I'm interested about that. But soft goods here in the skirt area or lower shirt area, interesting as well. Definitely am seeing Tamashii take some new moves, so I really like that. This is a Proplica. Here's the Spider-Man Noir. We have a view of him, and as you can see, Spider-Ham does come with at least option parts for, I assume, the legs and the arms. And then below this is just random stuff. Here we go. We're getting into some juicy bits in a second. This is the same Super Saiyan 2 Goku, nothing new. We got Goma from Dragon Ball Daima. I'm assuming if he ever does go up for pre-order, he won't just be by himself. I really feel like he's going to have some extra bonus parts, but here's hoping that doesn't happen. We shall see. Goku. Here is where everything gets crazy. All right, we're going to talk about this guy for a minute. Blackbeard from One Piece. This is by far the one reveal I would not have put on the table at all. Didn't think that they would do it this early, if at all. Kaido being their first like big gigantic figure in this line, it was wild to me. Like I was left speechless because I mean, wow, they really like are going in for the One Piece line. And I mean, this even just, helps with that more because it shows us that they will commit to doing those bigger characters with those crazy proportions. And they may not scale the best in figure form, but they definitely will try to do their best. You know what I mean? Now, he is an expensive dude once we scroll down in a second, but wow, like he's colorful. He looks good. The articulation may not be the best. He's using that little stand there like Kaido has as well, but I definitely think he'll be fun to mess with. It's just, wow. I really didn't expect that at all. And honestly speaking, I mean, it's one of those things where I really don't know where Tamashii wants to take the One Piece line, because they went from starting in Onigashima, which made sense because it was the current arc, and as it was going, we were getting up to the lead up to Gear 5, right? We got Gear 5. Now we're in Egghead. The anime is on break. I don't know about the manga. I think the manga might be on break too. But right now the anime is on break. It's doing a rerun of Fishman Island, I think. They moved over into the East Blue Saga. Now, okay, I see what you're cooking here. You got East Blue Luffy, you got East Blue Nami, you got Zoro now. You're probably gonna do a Sanji, you're probably gonna do an Usopp, maybe a Chopper, I don't know. Then bam, this. I'm like, what? Okay, I would have loved to actually see an Arlong or a Crocodile Fig, or maybe even a Smoker Fig, just for the sake of it still being East Blue Saga. But with this, I really couldn't tell you where Tamashi's head's at. They truthfully could be anywhere. We could be getting, because they even have Sabo, like out of nowhere. I wouldn't have expected that either. Ace, that one was a different situation, I feel, but still, this line is very interesting. But very much so, I'm glad that they're continuing to do these big characters. Pricey or not, I definitely see the passion there, though. It had a rocky beginning for this line, but they definitely are committing to it. Love to see it. Now, I don't think we saw any new Naruto stuff, but I'll be interested to see if they can do some bigger characters like that for summoning jutsus or whatever. It would be interesting. But 26,400 yen for this dude, I think that's like nearing like 160. It's either, I don't know off the top of my head, but it's like between 150 and 180, I have to say. Pretty pricey though. I feel like he's pretty pricey. Now I could be way off and that's not even close, but still. He's gonna come out next June. We don't even know what his effects will be like though. I'm very curious how they'll do that. That's what really is interesting to me, is his effects. But let's move on. We've got the new Egghead Luffy. I won't spend too much time talking about him, but soft goods was the way to go. This type of structure, it just, the mold of it, like the design is going to get broken whenever you want to pose it. And I feel like they could have saved a lot of time just repackaging the same Luffy figure with the soft goods. I really feel like that would have saved a lot of time and maybe not as much disappointment. Not saying it's a horrible figure, but it also looks like it doesn't have that much range going for it. So compared to if they had done soft goods for it, you know, I think it would have been better. But that's just my opinion. Moving down, more Figuarts Zeros. This just got revealed as well. The GOAT Kobe. We got Saint Seiya stuff. I don't really cover that, so if you want to check it out, check all the links in the description. We're going to scroll on down here to the GOAT Stardust Dragon. Don't watch this. I don't watch this iteration of Yu-Gi-Oh, but I definitely do have this card, and I've always just enjoyed like looking at it. It's a nice sparkly glittery card. Looks cool. This right here, this is the gold. This is the gold. Yami Yugi is right behind there. And I have to say, if they don't reveal him tomorrow and they string us along, I'm gonna be very frustrated. But I'm very excited to see an SH Figuarts duelist from Yu-Gi-Oh! Because them dropping all these duel monsters and no duelist was just like, Tamashii, are you doing this? Are you really doing this right now? You're going to continue hitting us with these amazing SH monster arts just for us not to have any duelists to pose them with. Because I was getting ready to put my faith all in Kaido, you know, with their Revoltech Yu-Gi-Oh figures. So, you know, they got some competition. And I feel like Tamashii will put up a good competition just because, you know, the price probably will be a little cheaper and more in line with what you get for that price. I mean, the Revoltech figures have been up and down in terms of accessories for price. And yeah, I don't know. It's a little iffy. That's how I feel about it, at least so far. But definitely excited to see this revealed hopefully tomorrow. So I will be there in that live stream. We've got a couple more things to go over. This just got revealed a day or so ago, just randomly at night. So I don't really know much about Gintama as an anime. I just know that it really parodies other stuff. I think it has its own little story, but I see it a lot more for parodying things. So it does look pretty cool. I do see the concern about the articulation, but I'm not really certain of it yet. We really have to see it in action because they have been trying to really, they've been doing a lot of robed characters lately. And I mean, some of them are good, some of them are bad. Like Zoro, he didn't really have much range in his, and even though he had like a slit in the back, he didn't have that much range still. However, this is like not a fully robed guy, you know, so I mean, he might have more range, but I'm also really not sure if that's just his general getup. Like, does he just not use his arm ever? Or is there supposed to be something like, can he take this off? I don't know. Again, never watched the series, so I don't know why his arm is like that if he just chooses to let it rest there like that. But in that case, I mean, did this need to be a fully posable arm? You know, can his actual hand go in there? I don't know. Like, is there a hand peg or what? I really don't know. So we'll have to wait for more details to be shown on that. But for now, looks pretty okay. I don't think that they had originally showed his pricing and stuff, so there it is. Not too bad. Comes out May of next year. Still feels far away, but I've got the new Anya. She's about to release too, so nothing crazy there. what is her name? Momo. Okay. I was going to say Miss ISA. That's really all I remember. But this is from Don to Don. Pretty weird anime. That's all I'm going to say about it. Okaroon, cool figure. We already went in for pre-order, so nothing really much about those. He already went in for pre-order, but we're getting more actual like in-person photos. And I'm really not sure how I feel about him, to be honest. He kind of just, something's off. Something is off, and I can't put my like eye on it. I don't want to say it's the head sculpt and the face plates, but it could be that. It could just be the type of articulation he's got. I don't know. But I'm 50-50 on if I actually want him. We got Aki from Chainsaw Man as well, looking pretty dapper. And here we go. We got Rengoku from Demon Slayer. This is, he's got a, I'm assuming it's a soft plastic cape, but it could just be hard plastic. Unfortunate if it's hard plastic, because I think soft plastic at least would feel a little bit better to pose with. But I mean, he's about what you expect if you compare him to like Giyu or I don't know why I'm blanking on his name, Tanjiro. So not too crazy. However, we don't know anything else about him. He does come with a bloody face plate though, so he may, I would like to see him come with a flame effect or something, but we'll see. Because this obviously is from the fight with Akaza. He looks all right. I'll give him the fact that he looks all right. Maybe it's the lighting, a little harsh on him, but I don't know. He'll probably be a good fit. I definitely think it's better than the Figma. So, I mean, there you go. The Buzz mod, I think I still prefer it right now just because I have it. But at the same time, I mean, if he has a decent crouch, I feel like he's a fine contender. Like, you don't need the Buzz mod. So, the Buzz mod has a weird neck thing too. So, there's that. But overall, he looks fine. Not anything really too much to complain about there. I just would like to see if he comes with any actual accessories. Otherwise, I feel like he could be a literal $35 figure, because I don't see him coming with really anything except the little symbol he does when he starts his attack and it glows on the ground. I forgot what it's called. Or maybe a donut attack, donut hole for Rengoku. Maybe they do that. I don't know. Moving forward, I think that's about it. We have these other figures I don't even know anything about. But yeah, that's pretty much it so far. I mean, that's all of the reveals we got from Tamashii. In terms of, SH Figuarts that are not Super Sentai, Kamen Rider, or any of that other stuff. But yeah, very good day so far. I'm very, very excited to see what they drop tomorrow. Because if it's the Bleach, the holified Ichigo, I'm curious to see if it's Thousand Year Blood War arc related, or if it's from the prior arcs or what. Very curious, because the wording on it in the jump calendar is not really helpful, and I'm very interested to see what the Hunter x Hunter figures look like as well. But anyways, not going to keep this video super duper friggin' long. It's already at 23 minutes, but I will catch you guys in the next video. Check out the upcoming video. It should be already uploaded, of the Dragon Ball questionnaire. Take it yourself. Pick 3 characters you want to see in a re-release. I mean, let's try not to pick characters that already got reissued, okay? That's my sign-off message to you. So I will see you in the next one. Peace.